Hi, today we're going to look at how we can convert Notion form into PDF files. So as you can see, this is a business purchase agreement form which has been opened up. And once the details in this particular form are filled in and the user clicks on submit at the bottom of the form, the responses go to the responses side in this particular database. So as you can see, I have already captured two responses from the particular form, a dummy response from the particular form. And I want to create an automation system wherein I can create PDF files once the responses get captured over here. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help me create PDF files on automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. You can create any documents at scale such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, quotations, or anything that you need for a business. Click on Create PDF and quickly sign in over here to get started with the automation setup. So let me quickly sign in over here and then we will understand how the rest of the automation will work. So let me click on continue and now I'm signed in inside the dashboard. So first thing which I need to do is I need to add a Notion database. So we will be adding the particular database that we have over here, which will be our automation setup. And then we also need to add a document which will be the template file, which will help us serve in the automation process. After this, once all the things are added, you will be able to see all the properties of the Notion database that you will add, which you can set up in the Google document to create the PDFs and automation. So let's first click on add Notion database and then we will add the particular database to our setup screen. So let me copy this database title from here, which I need. And now let's click on next. And here we have two options. We can go with a default template. So if we opt for the template part, it will create a copy of a Notion database on our workspace, which can be used for testing purposes. But I do not want to test anything, rather I want to add my own database. So click on select pages and again click on select pages in order to add the database. So the database title which you have copied, put it inside this search pages field and you will be able to see the particular database appear over here. Let me click on this and now my database is added for the automation to begin with. But before we proceed to the next step, always remember that whenever you're adding a database, always add the database through the search pages field. Do not add the database by selecting the top level pages, which may take a little while to load the database and your experience will not be smooth. So always enter the database inside the search pages in order to add it. Alongside this, if your database is also using any relation properties over here, so you need to add all the relational databases alongside this as well. So let's say my business purchase agreement form is connected to database A and database B through relation properties. I also need to add database A and database B over here along with the business purchase agreement form database. So always add all the relational databases used so that the PDF created will have the relation and roller properties appearing on the document correctly. Let's click on allow access and now we will get access to the business purchase agreement form for which we are looking to create the automation setup. So let's wait for a few seconds as it is loading the database. And if your database is not appearing over here, simply reload the databases and wait for a few seconds, or else you can use the refresh over here to refresh the entire web page and the particular form will automatically appear. It takes a while sometimes to load the database. So let me refresh it once again and the particular form will appear over here, which you can use for the rest of the steps. So you can see the business purchase agreement form appearing over here. Let me click on this. And if I scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of the database appear here one below the other. So whatever properties are already added in this particular form, all the properties are already showing over here one below the other once it is loaded up. Now it's time to add a document which we'll be using for the mapping section. So click on add Google document. And if you already have a business purchase agreement document available in your drive, you can definitely select existing document and you can add the particular document from this drive in order to start the automation. But I do not have any such document available. So what I'll do is I'll click on add Google document and I'll click on add demo document. Okay, so it will create me a demo document which I can use for the entire automation and get started with. So let me remove this top part which I do not need and let me simply rename this file to business purchase agreement. So now if you see, I already have all these placeholders inside this document automatically created. These placeholders exactly match the values that is there in the database, and when the PDF will be created, all these placeholders will be replaced with the values from the database and we will have a PDF come out of it. Okay. So all the things that you see inside this document, such as address, approved by, company address, and all the fields, will automatically be replaced and it will be fetched from the database to create the PDF. If you want to manually map anything, you can simply copy the property from here. So let's say I want to add company address. I'll click on copy. The company address is copied. I'll go to the document and I will put that property anywhere in the document and I can paste it. So use Control V or Command V to paste it. So the property is copied and pasted onto the document just right now. Let's say I want to copy the date of issue, so click on copy and put it anywhere in the document and you can paste it. Okay, so this is how you can simply use Control V or Command V to paste the property onto the document and create live mapping. So you can obviously edit the document as per your requirement and then you can create the PDF. But my properties are automatically mapped, so I do not need to do any more changes. Now if you go back to the database and if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will find two additional columns: generate PDF and PDF file. If anything is marked as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those records right inside this PDF file column, and that will be stored over here in the database. So make sure you are putting the records as ready to generate whichever you want to turn into PDF files. And in addition to this, if you have a look at the PDF file name, you can define how you want to name the PDF file. So I want to create my PDF file by, let's say I want to generate the PDF file by the vendor name. Okay, or maybe the purchase order title. I want to create the PDF file as a purchase order title. So I will select purchase order title from this drop down. So you can find purchase order title appearing over here. Let me have a look at this. Yes, we have purchase order title. Click on this and the PDF file will be named as per the purchase order title henceforth. Let's click on download PDF, and now you will automatically start to see the PDFs getting downloaded onto the downloads folder, as well as it will get saved in the PDF file section. So you can see it has been created in the downloads folder and it has automatically been added in this section as well. So let me click on this and we will be able to see all the mappings automatically done from the database. Okay, so you can see all the mappings automatically done from the database. Let's see the second record. So here also all the placeholders are correctly mapped with the database values and you can see everything has been precisely placed. So we just created two files completely in automation following the mappings from the database. Now a beautiful thing besides this is that if you click on setup Notion automation, it will create an automation system forever. Okay, so now you do not need to come back to PDF output and manually do all the things to create the PDF file. All you need to do is whenever a user clicks on submit and the responses go over here, you just need to turn it to ready to generate and the PDF file will be created for you readily over here. So this eliminates the need to juggle between PDF output and the database to create PDF file. As soon as a new record is added, just mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will be created over here directly. So this makes it really easy and convenient and hassle-free to create PDFs, as everything happens live and instantly. So I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have any queries, use the chat bubble and send me any message with your queries, or else you can go to the contact section at the bottom of the home page where you have an option to send me an email. So you can just go to this contact section and send me any message with your issues on this and I'll be readily able to assist you with any issues. You even have an option to go with the free demo session. So if you want to book a free demo session for the tool and understand